Hi, Sandy Cesaire here, and today we are going to talk about pride. Don't let pride poison your present and block the path to your progress. Sometimes we hide in our own pain. You go through problems in life, you hit rock bottom, you go through these issues and situations that just make you want to hide away from the rest of the world, especially if you're normally the strong person, the superhero, and everybody always looking at you like you always have your stuff together, like if anything bad were to happen in the world, it would never happen to you. And sometimes you start believing in those things yourself. Sometimes you think that you would never be the one to go through rough situations, and you might or may not be cocky about it, but some people are. And so when something happens and now you're the one facing a really bad situation, you want to hide away. You want to get away from everybody, and you're afraid of what other people would think. You're afraid of what your neighbor's going to think. What would the church think? You go into this secret hiding place because you're afraid of someone finding out that you're not the superhero after all. So you have to get away from this pride that's keeping you in this situation where you are in order for you to move forward. It's hard to move forward when you're so focused on everybody else and what the world is going to think. You can't be in that fear and put yourself in a corner, because you still have a whole life ahead of you. You still have your whole future ahead of you. You still have a chance to start over because you are here. Letting pride get in the way of that is a huge mistake. You can create a plan today to start over, figure out where it is that you want to be in your life, how you're going to move forward. Figure out what resources that you have to move forward. See, pride is going to stop you from going to the person that you know that can help you. Some of you have somebody in your life right now that you know if you go to them, they can help you get unstuck, but because of pride, you won't do it. You're worried about how you're gonna look, what they're gonna think. You don't want to hear "I told you so." You're creating all these reasons in your mind why you refuse to go to the next person for help, when they really could be the one to give you a helping hand to get you unstuck and get you moving forward. Now, I understand there are some people in our lives, no matter what situation you're going through, especially if it's a bad or a tough situation, you don't want to go to them. So eliminate those people from the equation. Don't go to them. You don't want to share your issues or your troubles with just anybody, especially somebody who's not going to have any relevant input, somebody who's not going to tell you, you need to do A, B, and C to get out of the situation. So don't go to those people. Don't go to people who can't do nothing for you. But if you look around and if you think about it, whether they are family members, friends, or just people you know through your network, there's somebody out there that can help you and guide you out of that situation. And you might feel like everybody else always seems to have their stuff together. It's not how life works. Life is not always so nice and pretty and beautiful and everything is just great. People go through problems. So you might be looking at somebody else and think that they've never been through a situation because their life seems so great all the time. That is not the case. There are a lot of people that have been through some really sticky situations in life, and some of them might even be similar to yours, and you might even know somebody who's been through the same situation that you're going through now, but because of your ego and your pride, you won't go and talk to that person. You will not approach them and say, "Hey, I know you went through such and such situation. Well, how did you get out of it? What happened? What was your experience like? How did you gather up the courage to get up and do something about it so that you can move on to a bigger, better, and brighter future?" You cannot let your pride keep you prisoner into your pain. There's still tomorrow. You have to do something about your situation now. Sometimes there are some people in your life that can help you, but you look at it as if you were a charity case, and you don't want to feel like the charity case. You don't want to get handout from such and such, or especially not that person. You have to get over that, right? When you are struggling in your life and it's hard to get back up, and you got somebody that can lend you a hand, you better grab that hand and then say thank you. Don't let your pride get in the way of a better, bigger, brighter future. Especially if you have children, if you have other family members that's counting on you. It's not all about you, and it's not all about your ego. You have to do what you have to do to get to where you want to be. You have to do what you have to do to get out of the tough, sticky situation that you are in. So that means that if someone can help you, go to them. Set your pride aside, set your ego aside, and go to them. Stop hiding in a corner in your pain. There's a lot of things that you can do to get over it, but sometimes when we are facing difficult problems, it's hard to think with a clear head. It's hard to see a clear tomorrow. It's hard to know what's the next day, and the next day is gonna be like. Sometimes if your situation is so bad, you don't even know where your next meal is coming from, or how you're gonna even pay next month's rent, or your mortgage, or whatever the situation may be. Get some help. Approach the people in your life. And if you don't have anyone in your life, find someone. Find a mentor, an advisor, somebody who you can go to, that you can talk to openly and honestly. If you don't have anybody in your life that you can just be honest about your situation without feeling like they're gonna judge you or ridicule you in any kind of way, find somebody else, right? Find someone who's not going to judge you, who's going to listen to your situation, who's going to listen to you, and who's going to give you a solution to your problem, or who's at least going to help you brainstorm your way out of that sticky situation. Don't look at yourself like you're a charity case and you don't want to be the charity case because you're used to being so strong. You're used to being so in control. So you don't want handout from anyone. You don't want advice from anyone. You're going to find your own way. Just remember, when things are going so tough and your mind is so wrapped up in these problems, what normally would probably take you a day or a week to figure out is going to take months or weeks or longer, because your mind is so boggled up with problems. So you need somebody who has a clear head, who's outside of your situation, right? That can talk to you, that can listen to you and look at the picture, right? And help you figure things out. Don't let your pride lead you to believe that you are a charity case, that you cannot accept help from somebody else. I remember when I was going through my own situation, I was in a rough situation. I was broke. To me, I had hit rock bottom. To me, right? My parents, they tried to send me $500 and I wouldn't take it. Did I need it? Heck yeah, I did. My mind is telling me I should be helping you, not the other way around. I don't want $500 from you. I didn't want to take it. But a friend of mine told me, look, Sandy, these are your parents. And when you are able to help them, you help them. So now that you're in a tough situation, let them help you. This is not just about you. It gives them pleasure to help you. You ever heard that it's better to give than to receive? When you give, it's a blessing, right? So when somebody is trying to help you, that's their blessing. So you not accepting that help from them is blocking their blessings. So when somebody want to help you with all their hearts, don't let your pride stop you from receiving that help, especially when you need it. When people come to you, when people help you, be thankful, be grateful. Tell them thank you. Praise that person for helping you. And somebody offer a helping hand, and then things start to all of a sudden get better for you, or things are working out, and you want to forget who helped you get there. Don't be one of those person, because life is a cycle of up and downs. The next time you're going through some issues, that person won't be there for you. Maybe they will, but everybody won't, and you cannot count on that. Okay, so you need to check your pride. I know people are hurting right now. I know people are suffering. People are losing jobs. People are still losing their homes. A lot of people have lost their homes. Some people don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, what tomorrow looks like, if there's even a tomorrow. A lot of people are hurting, but you don't have to hide out in the corner being ashamed of your problems. It's life. People go through problems daily. You just don't hear about it. Okay? So don't be one of those secret agent hiding in your pain. Do what you have to do. Accept the help that is offered to you, right? And reach out to people who can help you and create a plan, and let them help you brainstorm so that you can create a plan to get out of that situation. Because you trying to figure it out all by yourself and all on your own, it's gonna take you a year or 2 or 3, when really your situation could be resolved tomorrow, for some a month, depending on the gravity of your situation. So don't be a prisoner to your pride, okay? Don't be a prisoner to your pride. Accept help, be grateful, and then create a plan to get out of that situation. And that is my piece for today, and I will see you on the next podcast. For more tips like this, enter your name and email in the form below.